Hello everyone, welcome to Crafting and Cruising and Craft Around the Clock. I'm Lisa and my sidekick Rodney is here.
I'm over here peeking in the side.
And ignore the mess behind us. That's our kitchen area where I have crafting supplies for Christmas and some stuff I've made. But we're going to do work on a big old painting today. So I needed to be down here in the light, and Rodney's probably going to have to adjust the camera back and forth as we go, plus read comments. So I'm going to encourage him to get on real quick. When you hop on, please say hi. I'm sure there's somebody on Craft Around the Clock finishing up, and I'm sure there'll be someone else following me. So make sure that you're following Craft Around the Clock, and hopefully you're following Crafting and Cruising too. Thank you for all those thumbs up and hearts. Appreciate it. And if you will, hey, Deborah Jed, love you too, sister. Hey, Tracy. Hey, sweet Tracy. So if you will, make sure you go to our page and sign up for our Telegram. It's in one of the featured links, or in the comments, you can put ! Telegram, all lowercase letters, and it will send you a link that you can go and sign up there. Okay?
Hey, Shelley Stacklin.
Hey, Shelly. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, y'all. We got 45 minutes. This was last year's painting, one of them, at Hobby Lobby. And originally, it was $15. I didn't pay $15. I got it after Christmas. So I would say that the most I paid for it was $7.50, because I'm sure I got it at least 50% off, if not more. Okay? So we're going to zhuzh him up, make him go from one-dimensional to two-dimensional, so I can use him this year. So the first thing we're going to do, I'm going to show you some options. Excuse me, y'all, I got a frog in my throat. I'm going to be using by Golden this molding paste for his eyebrows and his beard and mustache and a little bit of hair. But you could use this lightweight spackling compound that you can get at the dollar store. It's over by where the like car parts and
Home repair stuff.
Yeah, home repair stuff in that aisle. So and you get quite a bit. So this would work as well. It's a little bit more lightweight, so it's not as sturdy. I don't know if it would flake very badly or not. So that's why we're going with the molding paste, because I know the molding paste can be trusted. Now, the one thing I'll say about the molding paste is that after it has sat on here a little while, as it dries, it tends to turn a little bit grayish. You can see even there, it's not really, it looks bright white, but it's really not. It kind of has a putty color. That's going to be okay on part of my Santa, because if you'll look at his beard, he's got a lot of gray over here. Let me get you where you said a lot of gray area over here and over here where the shadow is in the painting. So when that dries gray, I'll be fine with it. I took a picture, so I'd have a picture on my phone for reference. Then what I can do is, after it's all dry, I can go back with white paint, just acrylic paint or chalk paint, and go over the white part, okay? So I'm just going to take this putty, what's this called?
Spackling?
No.
Or a molding paste?
No, this is not.
Oh, it's called a...
Yeah, palette knife. So I'm just got a palette knife here, and I'm just kind of swirling it around. Now, Rodney, you may need to look at your view in the camera and then
back
see.
the camera up a little bit more, if I can do that.
Backed up. And I'm just tapping, and sometimes I'm swirling. Again, we're just going for texture. Y'all, I love texture in anything I make. I love texture. Love, love, love it.
I don't think I gained much there.
So I'm using the edge. I've even got a plastic one over here that's a little bit thinner, that if I need to in certain places, I can use it to kind of spread it out. And I'm just following the pattern of the painting. It doesn't have to be perfect. I think it's just going to take it up a notch. I did the same thing to a painting last year that was from Hobby Lobby. Maybe even last year it was a reindeer, if y'all remember the reindeer painting. The big old antlers, it was just his head. And I zhuzhed him up and used a lot of diamond dust on his antlers, and I've got him on an easel in my dining room for Christmas. Because y'all, yeah, I've already decorated. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like so far. Get it up a little closer.
That should be good
so
to see.
You can
the
see
texture, right?
that it's got some texture in it, okay? Now his hat and the ball on the end of his hat, the ball on the end of his hat and the fur up here, we're not going to use this. We're going to use some mop heads from, again, the Dollar Tree. Because why spend a lot of money when we don't need to, right? So, I hope y'all have had a glorious day. It's been really pretty here. It got kind of cloudy at one point, and I thought it was going to rain. But I think the rain is going to be moving in on Thursday when Ronnie and I are heading out of town.
Geraldine Broker is joining us from Anchorage, Alaska.
Oh, welcome.
Since it's a bit snowy there.
I want to come to Alaska so badly. I really want to do an Alaskan cruise.
Deborah McDaniel loves the Santa picture.
He's got the happiest face, don't y'all think? I just think his little face is so happy.
Let's see who else we got on here. Shelly again.
I was looking at some vintage Santas last night on this site that I can get some free images and like clip art from. And they've got a lot of vintage things on there. But y'all, some of the Santas on there were kind of scary looking. Their faces weren't happy.
Tina Toms Mitchell is on.
Tina, hey sister, what in the world are you doing?
Hello.
I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, Susan. Hello, Diane.
Hey, hey,
And
hey,
there's
everybody.
my next door neighbor from many years ago, Linda. Used to be Linda Gore.
Okay, y'all,
Jay
hold it up in
Jeffries.
just a minute and show you. I'm so glad y'all are here. Y'all, my house is almost, as I said, 100% ready for Christmas. We did the Christmas tree the other night. Unfortunately, my middle daughter and her family couldn't be here. But the rest of the family got together and put all the ornaments on the tree. And if you're not familiar with me talking about my tree, every year I buy my children and my grandchildren an ornament that hopefully kind of represents either something they've done during the year or, you know, whether it's horseback riding or gymnastics or cooking or whatever. So I get those, and then I write their name and the year on it. And initially I did it because my mom did it for us, and I thought it would be fun when they got married for them to take their ornaments and put on their own tree. Well, that hadn't happened. So they still stay on my tree, which is fine. So, you know, people will talk sometime about, oh, this year I'm going with turquoise and pink for my tree. Well, ours is the main tree. I have more than one tree, but only one big one. And the main one is still just the ornaments from the family.
How many trees do you think you have?
I'm having a contest on my page for people to guess.
I was about to start counting. I would be glad I didn't do that.
You wouldn't even be able to count because I've got some teeny tiny ones in there too. So you wouldn't even be able to do it. I don't know. I don't have a clue. Okay, now I'm going back and just swirling some of this down on his beard so it's not quite so tappy with high places in it. I'll leave a few of the high places, but I just don't want it to look all uniform.
Mary DeLeon says she loves it, especially because the colors are unusual.
They are.
They're
I like that
pretty.
too. Yeah, I like that too.
Elisa R-I-E-S, Rees or Rice, loves the picture.
Rice. Isn't it so pretty? I'll hold it up just
There's
a second,
Stephanie.
guys. Stephanie Harbaugh?
Yep, she said it looks like fun to do. Yes, kind of like playing in the mud.
Y'all, Stephanie Harbaugh sent me the sweetest happy mail of angels. I just loved it. Okay.
Mickey
She
Hopkins
loves
says,
angels
"Hi,
like
Lisa."
me. Hey, Mickey. All right, so here we go so far. Is it close enough? Can they see?
Well, I don't know yet. Yes, that's pretty close. He's getting
Can y'all see
textured
the
all right.
swirls and the texture on there?
Yeah, it looks like he's packing snow on his beard.
Okay, so now I think that what we're going to do... Now, I think
Diana
some of
wants
this...
to know if we're in the RV and if we're traveling.
We are in the RV. We're not traveling.
We're traveling tomorrow without it, or the next day
We
without
are.
it.
We're heading back to Cancun, you guys. I'm not... I think this down here is probably supposed to be like feathers, and I think I have some white feathers I may add. I just thought of that.
Feathers?
And, well, it looks fluffy, like flowers or feathers here, here, and here. This is the big round ball on his hat. So, Move that, please. I almost burned myself right there. Okay, here's what we're going to do. This is off of I think, now it's shedding. Like off of a feather duster kind of thing from the Dollar Tree. And y'all, Justin says if you cut them from the back side, they shed less. I'm not so sure. But I think, can y'all see that? I'm going to turn him around so the top part of his head will be closer to me.
Mary, thank you for sprinkling.
Thank you so much. We love it when you guys sprinkle us out. It really helps us in the algorithm. Okay, so this is like double layered, but I think I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to try to stretch it a little bit. You can hear it tearing. All right, so I'm going to put a little bit of B7000 for the total hold, and then I'm going to fill it in with hot melt. Just make sure that you don't overlap your hot melt and your B7000 because they don't work together. They're not friends. So I'd be interested in knowing who else has started decorating for Christmas. I heard a lady today on the live that I was watching. If y'all don't watch Liz Doyle Beauty, go follow her. She has some great beauty tips, but she's a friend of ours, and she's also an absolute hoot.
Thank you, Cheryl.
So somebody on her live today said that they had already taken down their, where's my glue gun?
You said to move it.
No, I said to move this.
Because it's hot?
This was in front of the glue gun.
Oh.
They said they had already taken down their Thanksgiving. And I thought, okay, wait. We haven't even had Thanksgiving. Are you sure you didn't mean Halloween? But she said Thanksgiving. So
Shelly Stackland says she hasn't decorated. She's too busy making things.
Oh, good for you, Shelly. You go, girl.
Someone says, are you going to, Mickey Hopkins says, are you going to diamond dust his beard?
I might just do that. That's a good idea, Mickey.
And Mary says she bought one of those, so it gives her another idea.
I love him. I just think he's the sweetest thing. So maybe what we should do while we have the molding paste on there and it's still damp is go on and add some diamond dust now. What do you think? Good idea? I think so.
Michael Fawcett's watching. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Michael Fawcett. Ronnie's going to get your name right one of these days. Okay. I'm just going to use my diamond dust since we've still got this molding paste on here that's still wet. We're going to put it on here.
The question just came up a little while ago. Where are you going to put a tree in the RV?
Well, we're not because we won't be traveling anymore the rest of this year in the RV. So, I mean, we could put a little one up just for when we're out here. But I've got some decorations up there hanging that most of y'all have probably already seen.
It's parked under
so
the
that
trees.
it's, festive when I'm out here. Okay, I'm going to let that sit for a minute before I shake it off. Now, I actually should have used that for the ball of his hat. This is one of the pads that you can get at the Dollar Tree. Just to go, it's called a microfiber duster mop pad. And see, y'all, you can literally, when you start cutting, you can pull these fibers out. So, I'm pretty sure that a long time ago, when I was watching Justin with the Crafty Brother, he said, when somebody was complaining about that, turn it upside down and cut it from the back side, and it won't shed as much.
Is that in there?
Molding, just hold it up closer. There you go. Molding paste.
Pie golden. Goopy looking stuff.
I love that stuff.
We had a request for that.
It's a little bit, I mean, it's more expensive than it would be if you just use spackling compound from the Dollar Tree, but I just love the texture of the spackling compound. Can get a little like chalky and almost dusty when you're putting it on.
Stephanie Harbauer says, Rodney, no nose ring on Santa?
Oh, Rodney.
Yeah, but you are giving me some ideas. We may have to get out the gourds and really deck him out.
Stephanie.
He could use some gourds somewhere along the way.
Stephanie is really tempting Rodney. Oh, Stephanie, you're so funny.
Mickey Fershard is watching.
Brizard.
Brizard. Oh, I got that wrong.
Okay, I'm just rolling this up using hot melt, and I'm rolling it up to make a little poof to go right here. Now, I also have a gold, I got a gold swag today with little gold balls on it from Michael's. And so we're going to use some of those for the gold berries. And then I've got stickles. Y'all, I want to tell you this. If you have never been to MrArt.com, M-I-S-T-E-R, MrArt.com, you need to go. I got 28 different stickles. Well, some of them I got two of the same color because I like them and I use them a lot. 28. They were $1.52 each. You cannot match that price. They came real quickly, and so $1.52 each, you guys. So if you like stickles like I do, that's where you need to go. Just got them in today. I was so excited.
Thank you, Darlia. D-A-R-L-I-A. That's got to be Darlia.
Sounds like it. That's
Wowza,
kind of
that's a lot of stickles.
That's kind of a big poof, isn't it?
Yeah, careful.
Okay, let's put some, I actually want this part to be on the bottom because that's where I folded it over. So I want to hide the seam under there. Now we're going to use stickles in his eyes. I think we're going to use even blue for the blue part of his eyes, and then the diamond color, I think it is, for the white in his eyes. No, this is icicle. That's what we're going to use for the white in his eyes. But now, let me try to tilt some of this diamond dust off here so I can hold him up. Okay, let's see. Y'all can see him now. Is that good, Ronnie?
Yes, pretty good. Oh, his beard is sparkling.
That's what we love, sparkle, sparkle.
And I think you need to just very, very carefully put a little stickles right in the very center of his eye so it'll have that twinkle in his eye.
I haven't even started using stickles yet.
I don't mean stickles, I meant diamond dust.
I'm going to use icicle stickles for the white of his eye. I just got through saying that.
Icicle stickle?
Yes.
Okay,
mouthful. You know what else I need to do? I need to get my, let me have the molding paste back, please. And I'm going to take my little palette knife right here. Forgot about his eyebrows. We can't leave these eyebrows out. He's got to have some bushy, bushy eyebrows, even though you can tell they're bushy by the way he was painted. You know, he's got to have that dimension in there. So we started listening to Christmas music last night while we were decorating, and it's just so much fun. And we had fun when we were looking through the ornaments. Like our son, who's 30, made some ornaments when he was like in kindergarten. And one of them has his picture on it. Y'all, it's so cute. And he goes, Mom, it's like on colored paper. He goes, do you really want me to put this up? I said, yes. And our tree turns. And I love it like that because then I'm not just looking at one side of the tree. Used to, we just would have like most of the ornaments on one side. And then, you know, the other side would be more bare. But then that one side would be so heavy.
Hey, Patty Lentz.
So I love having it on the stand that will turn round and round. Okay, can you take this, please? Okay, so now we got his eyebrows done. Now let's add some gold balls. And here's the swag that I got from Michael's. So what I'm going to have to do is to cut so that I can get some of these off. Ronnie, I may need you to be cutting some for me while I'm gluing, if you can do that, and watch comments. I also have my Ultimate Rhinestone Kit from Totally Dazzled out here. Don't you go over there. Look at these runaway beads. Because I thought out here where these little light places are, and look almost like stars, that we could put some of the Totally Dazzled on there.
What was the site to get the stickles, Mr. What?
MrArt.com. I guess I'm just going to let these beads fall. Y'all, it sounds like the top of the bus when the squirrels are up there. I'm dropping beads everywhere. What's that restaurant where you can go and drop your peanut shells on the ground?
Logan's used to do it.
Logan's. I love that.
Is Stickles Stickles?
Yes.
Okay, it comes up as a misspelled word.
Yes. Show is Mr. Art. And they've got a lot of stuff, y'all. Their prices are very, very good. Very good. All right, let me just get a few more off, and then we're going to start gluing. See another runaway fall down here.
Cheryl says she wants to start crafting, but she's scared to death.
Cheryl, why, honey? Why are you scared? Maybe you need to PM me and let's talk. There is absolutely no... Are you talking about just scared to craft in general or to go on live? Because there's a lot of people scared to go on live, but I promise you, if that's what it is that's bothering you, I promise you, the first time you do it, it's scary, and then that goes away. And let me tell you why. Because even though people are on here talking, you can't see them. All you see is you. So it's almost like you're talking to yourself.
Diane says she got the Santa picture, but was the other one with the gold robe and big bells.
Oh, I don't think I saw that one. Was that this year? Because this was last year's. Can y'all see what I'm doing with the gold?
Denise said, don't forget you have
Thank
diamond.
you for all those hearts.
Denise said, don't forget you have diamond dust on the table.
Yes, I do. You're right.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Be careful not to wipe that off with my hand later on.
Thank you, Denise. Is that Denise Morris?
No, Winger.
Denise
Wingler.
Wingler? So y'all drop in the...
Sharon says it is such a handsome Santa.
He is. He's just happy looking, y'all. Drop in the comments where you're watching from, please. I could keep thinking every time we do a live that I want to do that, and then I forget.
Yes. Some people do, like the lady from Alaska, from Anchorage earlier.
Yeah. I love that, so we can see where all people are watching
the furthest
from.
away.
She's probably going to win that contest.
Yeah.
We did finally get a third and final birthday gift winner. It was Valerie Calhoun. And I have her package ready to go out tomorrow.
Cheryl said she just crafts for personal use, but she wants to do lives. So you're right. She's a little apprehensive about the lives.
I get that totally. But if you want to PM me, we can talk. And I promise you, the first time is always the hardest. But literally, you're just talking to yourself. I'm just looking up here, looking at me. Rodney's telling me what y'all are saying, but I'm not seeing you.
Cheryl said, I want to do lives, just craft for personal use. And then Elisa Rees, R-I-E-S, I'm afraid to do lives. I have a page, but afraid to do lives.
No. Y'all, we just need to have a Zoom call or a FaceTime call or something. And let me just talk to you about it, because I promise you, you'll love it once you get on there and you start building a community. It's the community part is so fun. People that you wouldn't have otherwise met.
Jenny Roberts Day wants to know, is that a Shabby Tree boutique shirt? I have one exactly like it.
I can't answer that, but it may very well be. I do not know. I love it, though.
Denise Morris says, I'm here too.
Sister, hey. Okay. All right, y'all, look. See the little gold balls I put on there for, like, the holly balls? Are those falling off my painting or falling out of my lap? I think they're falling out of my lap.
I think.
Okay. So now we got this. See, he's just coming to life. He's gone from being flat to coming to life.
Shelley says she's from Ohio, and we knew that. Elisa Rees is watching from Mississippi. Teresa Shady is from Arkansas.
All right, I'm just dropping all those on the floor. Okay, y'all, the stickles for the blue of his eye, I'm using, that's what I'm using. Oh, I do have my glasses here. Maybe if I put my glasses on, I can read.
Teresa Riggin is in Maryland. Evadne is in Florida.
Ice blue. Isn't that beautiful? And he doesn't have much of the color part of his eye showing. But I'm going to put that in there, and then we're going to use the icicle for the white of his eye. Now remember, if you use stickles, it really should be the very last thing you do, because it takes them a while to dry. I usually let them sit overnight.
But they need at least 2 hours. Get the diamond dust in her feet. She's from Illinois.
diamond dust in her feet.
Yeah, when you talking about clean the table off.
Oh, gotcha.
We do
Okay.
have to vacuum and sweep pretty
Yes.
often.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
between stickles, between diamond dust and glitter and little pieces of shiny stuff.
Now, y'all, I also got these 2 yellow ones here that I thought about outlining his hat in, but I don't know that I should. One is called Yellow, and one is called Goldenrod, and they both look a lot like the yellow in his hat. So I thought about going around the outside just to outline his hat. Should I do that or should I not? Say yes if I should, no if I shouldn't.
It's 4:54. You go to what?
To 5:15.
15. You got 19 minutes. They say he's gorgeous.
Thank you.
I really love how you made it 3D. Truly added so much to that picture.
Thank
He's gorgeous. Someone, Dawn is from Nebraska.
Okay, here's the stickles I'm going to use. I mean, not the stickles. The Touchstone, the Ultimate Rhinestone Kit by Totally Dazzled. And I'm just going to put little dots of, sorry, Rodney, I need to tell them what I'm doing, then you can pick up. B7000 is what I'm using. Love B7000. And then I'm using the little picker pen. This is a different one than came with the Totally Dazzled because I broke the wax end off of all those. So this is a little bit different, but I love how you can just put these dots of B7000 down here. Like I'll put a dot right here, and I'm just going to do several at one time before I actually put the rhinestones in there, because this won't dry very fast, but this is going to give it just a little pizzazz too. And some of them I may put 2, some of them don't have as big a space, so I may just put 1.
Deborah McDaniel is from Alabama. Jenny Roberts Day is watching from Michigan.
Got some neighbors on here.
Shelley says she loves it so far.
Thank you, Shelley.
Patty Mason Lynch says, me too. I love the goldenrod. I like the goldenrod.
Goldenrod.
Cheryl Mishi says goldenrod. Deborah Rogers McDaniel says yes. Shelley says yes. Deborah Rogers McDaniel, goldenrod.
Are you okay? So they're all saying to outline it.
Well, I guess so. That's goldenrod, isn't it?
Okay.
Is Stickles the same as Scribbles paint?
I've never heard of Scribbles paint, so I don't think so.
Stickles is like a glitter glue, but it's got lots of glitter. It's a little...
It's so you don't have to worry about putting glue and then pouring the glitter. It's all mixed in, which I love, because I don't like getting glitter everywhere.
And Cheryl's watching us from South Louisiana.
Louisiana?
You know, one day I think we saw somebody on here from Paris, but I think it was Paris, Tennessee.
Probably so.
It's right down the road.
Probably so. Is there anybody else on here from Tennessee?
You know, I don't think I've seen a Tennessee one yet.
Y'all have to get these glue strings off when I get through.
Well, Myrtle Beach viewer, Myrna Hughes.
Well, Myrna, my friend I was just talking about, Liz Doyle, lives in North Myrtle Beach.
We go to North Myrtle Beach every now and then. It's not too far from one of our companies. I go there pretty often. In fact, I was there last week.
Put a few more of these little things on here, and I'll hold it up and show you before I finish. Some of these are big dots, so I'm putting like 2 or 3 of the little rhinestones in here.
Elisa wants to know where we are from. I don't think...
We are from Middle Tennessee, right outside Nashville.
And the crafting and cruising moniker that we go by has to do with, we travel a lot, and we have a motorhome, and even when we're just in a rental car, Lisa likes to do crafting along the way. So if we're in the rental car, she can do it. I made her a little lap tray type thing that she can craft while we cruise there. And then if we're in the motorhome, she can actually sit back at her crafting table and craft. So,
especially while he's driving, don't tell.
And then this week we leave. We probably won't have a rental car, so we may do a little crafting from the hotel room or maybe the beach. Yeah, Myrna is our new viewer from Myrtle Beach, and she's already sprinkling for us.
Thank you so much, Myrna. We love it when people do that, y'all. That's how Facebook likes it.
Lisa used to live in Knoxville.
Love the mountains up around Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. We left going
I
up
wonder
there.
if there's anywhere where the trees are still pretty, because we were about 3 weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago, we were in Gatlinburg, and they were perfect timing there. And
Not
then,
really. They were just starting to turn. They
and
weren't really
then
beautiful.
when yesterday, I was in New Hampshire, and they had already turned there, and were already on the side of yellows and browns. So I guess as far as the U.S. goes, most of them are pretty well shot for the year.
Okay, y'all, somebody told me that if you have a lot of glue strings, which I do and I dislike intensely, that if you will take your heat tool and heat them up, just heat it, that they'll come off real well. Have y'all heard that? I think.
Just kind of go over your work with it like a leaf blower and melts them all
I
away.
guess. I would be kind of afraid to do too much of that, but apparently it just makes them easier to get off.
Cynthia says this is amazing what you're doing.
Thank you
Stephanie
so much.
Harbauer says the trees here in West Virginia, she says, are falling like crazy. I don't know if she means that or the leaves are falling
Probably
like
means
crazy.
the leaves, yeah. Oh, right up here. That's where I was going to put it. Okay, let me see if I can get some of these off.
Someone commented that the strings melt when you do the
Gotcha.
blower thing.
Well, my little blower thing's on the other side of the room, so I'm not going to get up and get it, but I just cannot stand glue strings. Okay. Uh-oh, Ronnie, my camera says low battery. Can you please close out the low battery symbol first? Because it's blocking their view.
I can't see anything but a light. Where it says close?
No.
Oh.
Blue
Low
power
battery.
mode, right above it. Yeah, that blue one right there.
But it says close right here.
Sorry, y'all. Okay, now plug it in real quick. Okay, here we go. So, we've got those little Totally Dazzled Ultimate Rhinestones, just spotted here, there, and yon.
Excuse me for shaking the phone, y'all.
Now, y'all said to use the,
How's the site picture?
what is this? Sunburst?
No, they said something goldenrod.
I think I said goldenrod, but I think I meant sunburst.
No.
Because this is the only other one I held up, and it matches perfect, I think. So we're going to use it, okay?
We'll pretend it's goldenrod.
So, let me
Carol Pulver says
turn
it's
it.
beautiful, Lisa.
Carol, hey sister, are you back home?
They said he looks like Tim Allen as Santa.
I love Tim Allen. Okay, so I'm just following the outline of his hat.
They said, are you going to do his white hair on the right side?
Over here, I wasn't sure. I guess I should put some more here. I was having a hard time discerning which is hair and which was beard and which was just like floral or decor. So I guess I need to kind of stand back and look at it.
Right.
Yes, if he's got more hair there, I definitely will.
Myrna Hughes says that is so beautiful, great job.
Thank you, Myrna. I
Mary
appreciate
Bodie
you.
says, where did you find that handsome Santa?
He was at Hobby Lobby last year, and I waited until after Christmas, hoping that they would still have one so I could get him, and they did, and so I bought him on sale. It was only $15 originally for this huge canvas. This is no small canvas, you guys. So I at the most I paid for him was $7.50. I know I got at least 50% off, but maybe more. Okay, so you can just barely see that, but it's just another dimension there. Okay, now let me turn. I still hadn't figured out what I'm going to do down here, because this is so white, it's driving me crazy, but I don't think this is beard. I do think this is hair and beard. And I had brought some greenery out here, you guys. Hand me some of those. Do you see some pieces cut off of the greenery?
I think this and this is like the fringe on his coat.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
What do you want over here?
I had some little green pieces torn off, some little twigs. Y'all, I had some greenery that I was going to try to put on here, but I didn't like it. Because this really, the greenery that you see is holly.
Yeah.
And I just think that looks cheap. So I'm not going to do that. Oh, my mercy, I just smeared that stickles.
You could mix up some green with some of your molding paste. Make some green molding
Yeah,
paste.
I could. That's a good idea. That's a real good idea.
If you had time, I don't put your time.
Well, I may not have time on the
before.
live, but I can post a picture if I do that afterwards. I'll do it tonight. Okay, so now we need some more. Okay, I need that molding paste back again. Let's make sure we get all his hair over
Too
here.
bad you can't do a little different color of it.
Well, I took a picture so I can go back over the parts that are gray when all this dries, because we know that this pretty much dries gray. Not gray, just a pale gray. But I think that I will use my photo reference, and then I'll go back and paint white what's more white, and leave the rest of it the gray that it dries.
Yeah, looks like you're doing a little different texture than you did on the beard, or a little bit shaped different.
Yep.
Flatten it more or something. All right, let's see what we've got in the way of comments here. Elisa is following us now. Thank you, Elisa.
Thank you, Elisa. I appreciate that. Y'all, we've got over 1,800, so we met that goal. My goal is to have 2,000 by the end of the year, or sooner would be awesome. So be sure to share us out with any friends, family, co-workers, groups you're in, or whatever that you think might be interested.
There's Micheline Gilmore Hendricks.
Hey, Micheline, sweet sister. I'm going to miss you this week. Micheline's in Arizona.
Did you see Justin put glasses on his Santa with hot glue?
No, I haven't
It was
watched
amazing.
Justin in a while. Oh, he made glasses out of hot glue?
Yeah, just outlined it with hot glue.
Everything he does is amazing.
He's pretty sharp.
Everything.
Let's see.
It's hard to be able to watch everybody, y'all. Especially if you've got a page going, because then there's so much you need to do for your own page. Doesn't leave you just a whole lot of time to watch other people. But I like to do that at night when I lay down to go to bed. Instead of reading, I watch crafters. Try to
Janice
catch up.
Williams is watching from Alabama.
Hey, Jan.
And Cynthia agrees that yes, that was amazing. Probably the glasses on the
Yeah, I'll have to go
Santa.
watch.
And then he put gold paint on it after he created them with hot melt and
I'm
gold
not
paint.
surprised, y'all. Y'all know what Rodney and I went and had dinner with Justin, and then I got to craft with him on Friday night on his Ding Dong Friday. It was so much fun. And then he made me go shopping in his basement before he moved. He said, go get some stuff down there. Take it off my hands. Okay.
I'd be surprised if he didn't put some kind of sparkly lights on his glasses.
Probably so. You know Justin and his fairy lights. He loves them.
Well, I'll have to admit, since he started using them, I've been using a bunch of them too.
Yep, I know. Me too.
That's making the hair look better.
See, y'all, that's what's fun. Those of you who are kind of afraid and intimidated by going live. When you go live and you do something and it works, it gives you such a feeling of accomplishment. But what also is cool is when something doesn't work, because nobody is perfect. And a lot of times I thought in the very beginning, oh, I don't want to do that because, you know, these crafters, they know what they're doing. You know what? Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. And they don't mind admitting it. We're just humans. So we're not going to do everything right all the time, but we learn from each other.
Cynthia loves fairy lights too.
Me too.
Now, someone says, what is that you're using now for the hair?
This is the same stuff I used for the beard. It's molding paste by Golden.
It looks a lot like spackling.
But it's smoother and it's a little bit, here you go, brighter, I guess. Shinier, that's what I meant to say. Because the spackling, I have some spackling right here from the Dollar Tree. And it's kind of fluffy.
Yeah.
So it would work too, but with the molding paste, you can really, the sky's the limit. You can do it smooth. You can layer it. Let me put some diamond dust up here where we just added that.
One thing that if you're doing some kind of molding and you use spackling, it is sandable. So once it dries, you can sand it down, whereas the molding paste might not sand so well. It's It's more like a plastic, so.
I'm putting a little diamond dust in his eyebrows too. And it looks like it got over on the white of his eye too, so we'll just leave that alone and let that be.
To go live, do you have or need a moderator?
No. It's good if you can have one, just because it, like, Rodney helps me so much reading comments, and then I can actually craft and not have to worry about, watching the comments.
But there's a lot of people that don't. A lot of people just, they sit close enough to their camera, they can look up and see comments, or they use an iPad so they can read them. They're a little bigger.
Right.
And they can just look up periodically and say hi to people. And
I have Rodney's iPad out here, and when he's not here, I always set it up to read comments because it's so distracting when I look up ahead of me. And then I always forget to look down at the iPad, so I still look up ahead of me. But no, you don't have to. Here's another good thing about having a moderator. If you have a moderator, the moderator usually will have access to your page. If something happens, like FBJAIL, which can happen, or heaven forbid your page gets cloned or whatever, if you have a moderator, you can still access your page through their page.
Hey, Tricia McDonald.
So that's another good reason to have one. Just kind of the extra little layer of
backup
coverage there. Yeah, backup, so that you don't have to worry about it if something happens. And trust me, if you don't know this already, there's been a lot of people whose pages have been hacked and cloned and shut down for various reasons, and then they can't access it because if they don't have a moderator or another way to access it. So that's another reason why it's a good idea, but it's not required. And you can ask just a good friend. Like, I know people that just have good friends of theirs who aren't even crafters to come on when they know they're going to go live and read comments for them. And they're not necessarily sitting there with them, but they'll answer questions. They know enough about the crafter that if somebody comes on and asks a question, a lot of times the moderator can answer, so that whoever's asking the question doesn't have to wait till the live is over and the person doing the live can go back and answer.
And a lot of times people that are on the live, if you have some people who are on there pretty frequently, they'll answer questions for you. If something comes up and they see you're busy and they know where to get stickles, for instance, they'll let you know.
Right.
So it's a real friendly environment.
Very. Okay, y'all, I got about 4 minutes left, so I'm going to try to get as many of these put down as I can around here. I think the little extra gold on the black just kind of brings it out a little bit. I like it better than those big white spots that were on there. I see one I missed over there, so I'll have to go back. But I'm just coming in here and putting on this. Whoa!
Carol Palmer says, I'm back.
B7000. Good. She just got back from Costa Rica again. So, how was your trip, Carol? Tell us. Was it wonderful?
Was it vacation? Sort of.
Kind of like my vacation.
Oh. Well, let's see what other comments we got here. Things got quiet for a minute.
So, Carol, we're going back to Cancun, if that tells you anything. Early.
But this is going to be more fun.
We hope so, anyway. I'm not crazy about flying on Spirit Air, y'all. I haven't heard great things about Spirit Air.
Fine.
I know, you say that because you fly all the time. Okay, couple more minutes.
I watched one of them land yesterday, and they did a fine job. Did you see the picture I put on Facebook about circling the wagons? There's a place out the window, and I was in Baltimore yesterday, and they were Southwest Airlines, and they have the little carts with the luggage, and they had circled them up in a big circle, and then inside that circle was another circle, and they just had big rings of them out there, and it reminded me of when the cowboys used to circle their wagons to fight off the attacking folks. So they, I don't know why they were doing it that way.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, why do you think they did it that way?
I don't know, but they did. So I took a picture. Do you have anything to put on his cheeks to make the pink pop?
I can get something. I can either use some pink paint or I can get some pink blush.
It is 5:13. Carol Pulver
2 minutes.
says, I'm not a Spirit fan either. My flight was delayed 4 times yesterday.
Were you on Spirit, Carol? Please don't tell me.
Carol, if you're on Spirit, don't tell her.
She'll tell me. Y'all, I may run out of these little golden things. I may not have quite enough to cover up all these white spots. I think I got out all that was in my
About
little
14,
kit.
Lise.
Okay. I appreciate you all getting on. Remember, if you're not following us on Crafting and Cruising, we would love to have you follow us. Our Telegram is in the featured section at the top of our page, or you can, in the comments right here, put !Telegram, all lowercase, and it'll send you a link to sign up for our Telegram. That way you'll know when we're going live. You can also put !Notify in lowercase letters, no space in between, and it will know to turn your notifications on when we're going live. So, Tracy, you know how much I love Craft Around the Clock and what an honor it is to be here. And thank you so much again. We love you guys, and we hope you have a fabulous, fabulous night. Bye, y'all.
You want me to hit the little button?
Finish the bottom right.